Welcome, seekers of the unseen, to another masterclass here on Esoteric Dragon. When we look at the human body, we often only see flesh and bone. But what if your body is actually a living, breathing symphony of cosmic forces? Today, we are unveiling the energetic anatomy, decoding the 5 biological energies of the human body. This is where the ancient esoteric wisdom of Daoist Medical Qigong collides with the cutting-edge discoveries of modern quantum biophysics. We are going to explore how sound, light, magnetism, heat, and electricity literally construct your physical reality. Remember the first law of thermodynamics. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed. Prepare to discover how to hack this energetic transformation to heal your body and elevate your consciousness. Let the journey begin.
To understand this hidden anatomy, we must bridge 2 completely different views of biological reality. On the left, we have the Newtonian lens. This is the foundation of modern Western medicine. It views humanity as structurally separate from environmental cycles. It is highly mechanistic, treating the body as a machine and energy as a purely measurable, inanimate force. Most dangerously, it strictly separates the mind and spirit from physical health. On the right, we have the quantum and Daoist lens. This view recognizes the body as a microcosm, a miniature reflection of the universe, motivated by the exact same cosmic forces. It understands that energy and matter are totally interchangeable, flowing in a continuous, bidirectional transformation. Most importantly, it acknowledges that energetic behavior cannot be separated from the active, conscious influence of the human mind.
At the very core of your health is the microscopic engine of cellular vibration. Your cells are constantly breathing. During cellular inhalation or expansion, your cells absorb invisible energy or qi from the surrounding space and transform it into physical matter known as jing. During cellular exhalation or contraction, the physical matter inside the cell is transformed back into energetic qi and released. Disease is simply a disruption of this rhythmic breathing. If a cell overcontracts due to stress or stimulants, it releases unmanageable amounts of energy into the surrounding tissue. This is qi excess, manifesting as heat, pain, and inflammation. Conversely, if a cell overexpands due to lethargy or depression, it creates a vacuum, absorbing too much energy. This is qi deficiency, resulting in chronic coldness, weakness, and degenerative fatigue.
How exactly does this qi manifest in the physical world? According to medical Qigong, the human body operates on a master framework of 5 distinct biological energies: sound, light, magnetism, heat, and electricity. Every cell in your body produces and responds to these 5 forces. Sound, through pulse and wave, influences your tissue resonance. Light, via biophotons and DNA, dictates cellular communication. Magnetism, generated by cellular polarities, attracts or repels vital qi. Heat, a byproduct of cellular metabolism, dictates the speed of electron movement, and electricity drives the ion pumps that keep your nervous system alive. In clinical Qigong therapy, a master manipulates these exact 5 forces, using sound to purge tumors, light to tonify weakness, and electricity to stimulate rapid tissue regeneration. Let's break down each of these incredible forces.
The first energy is sound. Your body is 75% liquid, making it a perfect conductor for acoustic resonance. Sound consists of 3 elements: the generating pulse, the expanding wave, and the structural form it eventually creates. Your body constantly emits subtle sound frequencies. The rhythm of your breath creates organ-specific tones, like the sighing of the liver or the groaning of the kidneys. The physical clicking of joints and the beating heart creates somatic waves. Deep within, your central axis, the Taiji pole, emits a profound, pulsating hum during deep meditation. The ancient Chinese sages mapped 5 specific pitches: gong, shang, jue, ji, and yu that perfectly resonate with your 5 major organs. By projecting these specific vocal frequencies, a Qigong doctor can literally vibrate toxic emotions and physical stagnations right out of your internal organs.
Sound is a powerful medicine, but it is a double-edged sword. Acoustic resonance possesses a dual nature, entrainment and chaotic resonance. Entrainment is when a stronger vibration forces a weaker vibration to match its rhythm. Therapeutic entrainment can slow your brain waves, regulate your heartbeat, and induce deep spiritual meditation. However, harmful entrainment, like chronic exposure to syncopated industrial noise or heavy metal music, can induce depression, weaken cellular structures, and trigger epileptic seizures. Chaotic resonance is the act of destabilizing an existing pattern. Harmful chaotic resonance disrupts your nervous and endocrine systems, but in the hands of a Qigong master, therapeutic chaotic resonance is applied forcefully through vocal projection to literally shatter dense physical stagnations like kidney stones, calcified cysts, tumors, and deeply ingrained emotional traumas. Sound can build, and sound can destroy.
The second energy is light. Quantum biophysicist Dr. Fritz Albert Popp made a groundbreaking discovery. Your DNA is the master tuning fork of your body. It absorbs light from the sun and the food you eat, storing it as biophotons. Your cells communicate with each other through rapid flashes of this biological light. In laboratory settings, Dr. Popp proved that cells 99% destroyed by UV radiation could be fully repaired in a single day by illuminating them with a weak 380 nanometer light, a process called cellular photorepair. He also discovered that cancer-causing chemicals permanently block this specific light frequency, preventing the body from healing itself. Centuries before modern fiber optics, the ancient Chinese charts of the halls of light mapped these exact photon pathways, visualizing the internal organs as glowing orbs of light.
Because the body runs on light, it can be healed by color. Qigong masters visualize and project an 8-color clinical spectrum to treat specific diseases. Ruby red is the longest wavelength. It heats the body, stimulates the heart, and accelerates blood circulation, but is strictly avoided in patients with hypertension. Orange is a potent force used to break down blood clots and expel pathogens. Lemon yellow nourishes the spleen and reconstructs cellular tissue. Emerald green detoxifies the liver and engenders deep emotional peace. Flame blue acts as a mild anesthetic, cooling the body and lowering blood pressure. Indigo penetrates deeply, knitting broken bones and treating severe nervous disorders. Violet, the shortest wavelength, purifies severe lung infections and dissolves tumors. Finally, white light creates an impenetrable protective shield around the patient's aura.
The third energy is magnetism. Your body is a highly conductive electromagnetic grid, perfectly mirroring the magnetic fields of the Earth. Your cells carry positive warming polarities and negative cooling polarities. As qi flows through your meridian channels, it generates an electrical field that naturally attracts environmental electrons into your biofield. Your central Taiji pole acts as a giant magnetic rod with 2 anchors. The upper pole at the crown of your head absorbs the yang energy of heaven, converting spirit into perceptual light. The lower pole at your perineum draws the yin energy of earth upward, converting physical essence into raw power. Advanced Qigong practitioners can manipulate this grid through wrapping qi, literally looping environmental energy around a patient to radically thicken and repolarize their biomagnetic aura, accelerating the healing process.
The fourth energy is heat. Thermal energy is not just a byproduct of metabolism. In esoteric anatomy, it is the sacred fuel of your soul, governed by the 3 fires. In the chest resides the heart fire or emperor's fire, which energizes your thoughts and transforms raw qi into spiritual consciousness. In the lower back resides the kidney fire or Mingmen fire. This is the core motivating force of your entire 12-meridian system, transforming your genetic essence into usable energy. In the lower abdomen lies the urinary bladder fire, or common people's fire, which drives the evaporation and transformation of all bodily fluids. When an adept properly aligns these three discrete thermal regions, they fuse to create the body's true fire, an integrated blazing pillar of energy that perfectly regulates the yin and yang of your biology.
The fifth and final energy is electricity. Your human body is quite literally a biological circuit board. Your meridian pathways conduct both alternating current, which transforms magnetic fields into electrical fields, and direct current, which carries positive and negative charges through the perineural nerve sheaths to motivate rapid tissue repair. Even more fascinating is the piezoelectric effect. Your bones and connective tissues contain crystalline structures like collagen and DNA. When physical stress is applied to the bone, these crystals literally convert that mechanical stress into measurable healing electrical currents. A well-trained medical Qigong master can act as a human step-up transformer. During treatment, they can manually generate and project output voltages as high as 190 volts, 100,000 times greater than a standard EEG reading, to forcefully synchronize a patient's erratic brainwaves.
All 5 of these energies converge within the Three Dantians, the master energy reservoirs of the body. The upper dantian in the head is electropositive. It stores and processes light and spirit, acting as your celestial receiver. The middle dantian in the chest is the great transformer. It integrates your electrical and magnetic fields, blending yin and yang to process the consciousness of emotion. The lower dantian in the abdomen is electronegative. It is the peak of yin energy, processing heat and physical essence, deeply anchoring you to the Earth's magnetic grid. Connecting them all is the Taiji pole. This central axis acts as a grand electromagnetic antenna connecting heaven and earth, where sound, light, heat, magnetism, and electricity continuously phase shift and transform into one another to sustain human life.
How do Qigong masters apply these 5 energies in the clinic? They use emitted qi therapies. To utilize sound, they emit infrasonic sound, chaotic low-frequency waves below 20 Hz, projected directly from their hands to break up deep tissue stagnation and alter neurological function. For light, they use colored light projection, drawing pure white light through their central axis and projecting specific frequency bandwidths, like indigo for bone repair, deep into the patient's organs. To harness magnetism, they use magnetic wrapping, looping qi around the patient to restructure their biomagnetic field. And for electricity, they use microcurrent generation, acting as a human battery to deliver direct bioelectrical stimulation into specific meridian points, triggering massive endorphin releases and deep pain relief without ever touching the patient's skin. What the ancient Daoists achieved through pure mental focus and energetic cultivation, modern Western medicine now attempts to replicate using multi-million-dollar technology. The medical Qigong paradigm of sound therapy is mirrored in Western hospitals by shockwave lithotripsy, used to shatter kidney stones with acoustic waves. The Daoist light therapy and biophoton projection is validated by modern UV therapy, laser surgery, and SAD lamps used for depression. The Qigong master's electrical emission is synthetically recreated using TENS units for pain management and cranial electrostimulation for addiction recovery. Finally, the ancient manipulation of heat and magnetism is now the basis for modern diathermy, hydrocollators, and pulsed magnetic therapy used for severe arthritic repair. The ancient magic of the East has become the modern science of the West. As we conclude this journey on Esoteric Dragon, we return to the grand cosmic law. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, only transformed. You are not a static mechanical object. You are a dynamic, vibrating symphony of sound, light, magnetism, heat, and electricity. By mastering the resonance of these 5 biological forces, the future of healing must evolve. We must move beyond merely treating the dense physical structure with chemicals and scalpels. True healing requires reprogramming the underlying energetic blueprint that dictates how physical matter forms. When you control the energy, you control the biology. Thank you for joining me on this profound exploration of the luminous anatomy. If you found value in this wisdom, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep cultivating your qi.